Your buddy said he could give me a better deal.
Good morning, everybody, if you're listening to this in the morning. If not, hey, what's up?
If you're listening to this in the afternoon or the evening, I still wish you a good morning.
Not everyone's on the same schedule.
I don't care.
Yeah. Hopefully we have the air conditioning finally figured out in our office. It's been like...
It feels good in here.
I went and switched it because the tech switched our fan to auto.
It's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow.
I wanted it on always. Airflow, circulation, coolness.
Cool.
Still a little heavy in here. I think I need to get a D-hum over here.
Maybe we're just fat.
No, that can't possibly be it. I think the air is just heavy. Another busy week. Last week was a busy week.
Summer's just always busy week.
Mm-hmm. A lot of releases. Store's always very, very full. School goes back in like a week or two, so we'll have a little bit more time for projects when that happens. Growing up, we always went back after Labor Day. It was always like early September when we went back to school.
Like maybe August 30th or something.
Yeah, I feel like we went back later. I don't remember ever going back before August was over. And now it seems like halfway through August is when most of the schools start to go back.
It's insane.
Again, Charlie has his very first day of school next Thursday, August 20th. So that's Seneca. I don't know the surrounding schools around here. I'm guessing they all go back within a few days of each other. But yeah, we'll continue to be busy up until then. Even after that, I don't know. I think people who have kids might come in more because then their kids are going to be at school and they can break out and come over to the shop.
If they work from home.
I don't know. We get a lot of people
in quotations
who I think come over during their work day too. But last week we obviously had Top Scrum update. The Cooper flag has been pulled. It was not hit by a mega company. It was pulled in a break. I don't know what SKU it was pulled from. I don't know if it was Breaker. I think it was a Hobby Box. My memory is telling me Hobby Box over Jumbo or Delight.
Yes. I'm dealing with a flea infestation at my house.
Fleas?
Fleas.
How?
Probably the cats being on the back patio.
How would fleas get out there?
I don't know. I'm not a fleologist.
Are there fleas on you?
There might be.
I don't like that at all.
There's only one flea that is okay. That's Donnie Thornberry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Flea, the musician.
Yeah. He voiced Donnie Thornberry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little slow this morning. That's not good. You're going to have to get a little flea bath situation for the animals. I'm sure the cats are going to love that. While Nate is...
I'm going to trap them in the shower.
Just turn it on. Fleas.
Yes.
How did you discover this?
So the cats had fleas.
When?
Just from being out on the back porch. So we got rid of the little couch thing we had out back.
How long has this been going on? You're just telling me of this.
Well, it has apparently just made its way into the house. And then the cats peed on Isla's new sleeping bag, and it was just... it's a day.
As a real estate mogul...
Yes.
You'd like to know when your properties are infested with bugs.
Well, you should ask more questions.
I don't think I've ever had to deal with fleas before, so maybe there was another situation at some point.
I don't know.
Well, that will require some baths.
Maybe Bobby brought them back from Philadelphia.
Yeah, let's just blame
Philadelphia fleas.
Yeah, let's just blame Philadelphia.
Now I'm really itchy.
Nate did just scratch the back of his head as he was
saying Philadelphia fleas.
But the Cooper flag got pulled. I love how when anytime a big card gets pulled from a product, everyone's like, "Oh, product's dead.
Product's dead. Up. Not worth it.
As if there aren't another 400 cards in that product that are probably $10,000 plus cards via other debut patches, superfractors, red refractors
golds,
of LeBron and Cooper and Con
Minions.
and Dylan Harper and all these other the Minions cards. There are literally hundreds of other cards that would be life-changing to pull it out of a box. Not that you could pull it out of a non-box, but what I'm getting at is...
You could pull it out of a pack.
Yeah. What I'm getting is there are hundreds of cards that would be things that would be a collector's biggest pull of all time. We had this same thing happen whenever the Ohtani got hit. People were like, well, Topps Chrome Baseball, it's done. It's like, yes, because that is the only card in the possible product that you would be happy pulling. You would be so upset if you pulled an Ohtani autograph to 5. Like, what are you talking about, guys? Like, there is... I don't know that there... The only product that I can think of in, like, recent years where it really was kind of one card you're going after was that Lord of the Rings card.
Yeah.
From the Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings crossover. I think there was the main one that Post Malone bought for like $2 million. Mm-hmm. And there may have been one other, like, one Ring to Rule Them All card that was still like several $100,000. But, like, that's not normal. Like, every sports release, there are... Not every. Let's backtrack.
The Skeens debut patch was close because it is a pitcher that everybody was chasing. So, like, the drop-off to, like, his goals and stuff like that was more drastic.
But, like, that was still a product that you could hypothetically pull, like, big Ohtani cards out of, or you could have pulled a Skeens red refractor autograph or something that would still have been a very significant card.
Yeah.
I think that some basketball people might even think in the future, like, the Cooper might not be the best card in the product. I mean, people really like Dylan Harper. They really like Conconnipple. Like, I don't know. It's so early to say that would be it. Like, right now, yes, absolutely, it's the card. But I did see something really weird where there was a new company that stepped in, another one of these, like, hedge fund type card companies that offered $4.2 million for it with a 24-hour time to accept the offer.
No,
it's like what they don't even have the card in hand yet. Probably
I don't like that.
No, and they clearly are just doing it to get their company. I'd never even heard of them. It's like the Noir collection or something. I've never heard of it. They clearly know what they're doing as far as getting people to talk about them, though. So maybe that was the whole play. Is like, hey, we put a 24-hour countdown on this. If you don't accept our offer in 24 hours, it's null and void, but then you get thousands of people talking about that company now. It seems like there's more and more of these card hedge funds type things going on. I don't know the backing of all of it. I mean, I guess it's been going on for a while. I kind of like it better than the original, like... what was that one called where you bought shares of the cards? Collectible?
Yeah.
And they're the ones, they went under, told people they closed it, and then they sold in a recent Golden or Heritage, I think it might have been Heritage, like $5 million worth of cards that were in that fund that the people who had bought shares aren't getting any of the profits from.
Nice.
So that's cool. I kind of got roped into that. I bought some shares of a couple cards that were on there when it first
I think
dropped.
I bought into the Curry RPA.
There was a Curry RPA. I remember there was a Patrick Mahomes RPA. There was like a Mantle rookie, a Wagner. There was a few different things that were brought to public with that. I don't know if that is the goal of like the Wondershine one. Like, are those? I don't know if that's the eventual.
I think that's the smaller scale.
I don't know if you're buying into
like
the
they're
card.
Not putting it up. I doubt that they'll put that out to the public.
Yeah, I don't think it's public. I don't think like the Wondershine thing is a public thing you can buy into. Eventually, maybe it is like, hey, our fund is worth $100 million. We're going to sell shares of our entire fund, not necessarily the individual cards broken down into share form.
Yeah.
I think there is still maybe one company rolling out there still that does have fractional shares of items. I think there's still one going. Not 100% sure, but I think like one of them did survive. I know I'm personally not buying into it at all anymore. If I want to like invest in a card and I can't afford that card, I'll just buy a different card of like maybe like that same category or something.
Yeah.
But we have this week we have Galaxy Star Wars. Probably the best Star Wars product put out every year.
Yeah. Overall, all around.
All the things.
This way, that way.
It is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a very imagery-based set. Like, there's a lot of set collectors for it. There's a lot of very cool images that are used.
Very illustration-driven.
I think it's all illustration, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's all illustration-based. Even the box art is cool every year. There's going to be a lot of sketches. There's autographs. I do know for a fact there is voice acting stuff, and there are actual
live action.
But everything I believe in the set is illustrated. This is a set that has ground to stand on now. I think this is maybe the
fourth.
I was trying to think if it was like 2020 or 2021 that was the first year that they made the product.
I want to say 21.
And maybe 21 just for the fact that I heard that 2021 boxes are worth $3,000 a piece right now. I would say it's probably a better rip than Masterwork. Ripping 2 Galaxies versus 1 Masterwork is probably still your safer bet. Just for the fact that even the base cards tend to be a couple dollar cards. I do know that we have numerous customers that build out the base set or the refractor set or something every year.
Some of the inserts.
Yeah, the inserts are always very cool. Like I had mentioned before, there's a lot of sketches in this one again. Star Wars tends to have a lot of sketches throughout all their products.
Same with Marvel.
Another release this week.
Pristine Baseball.
Love it.
Very good looking. Very clean.
Reduced the package size by about 2/3. It is about the same size as like a box. It's like a box of Finest and a box of Stadium Club kind of intertwined.
Yeah.
Which before it was huge. It was like like almost like a 1 foot box and was deep. But it was
a chest.
Yeah, it didn't need to be the size that it was.
No.
Because it only had 6 packs or something, and then those packs were with inside packs. Packs. Was like,
I still don't know the specifics on what they categorize as a pack within that product.
But it's
you get 3 hits per master box.
I thought it was 3 encased cards, and then 3 autos, right?
I don't know.
I think there's like 3,
I think it's 3 encased autos, or 2 encased autos, 1 encased relic.
I don't know. Yeah, it's something along those lines. It looks very good again. Pristine has always been a high quality product, even going back to the early 2000s. It left for a while. It's been back in this current form for I think probably about 5 years, maybe. Definitely post COVID. I think during like the late teens, the product went away for a while, and it's back. It's great. It's usually in very short run. Like, we don't typically have it in stock for a long time. I don't think we've ever had Pristine like sit around for months after release. I know I reordered more yesterday, I believe. And
it's not a cheap product.
No,
it's not like Series 1 where we just roll through it. They don't make a lot to begin with.
No, it's I'm trying to think of like what it's similar to. It's because it's its own unique thing. It's like
there really is nothing like
no, because you have Topps Chrome. Mm-hmm. Finest is a better version, in my opinion, of Topps Chrome. Bowman's Best and Finest are kind of like a better Chrome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then Pristine is another level Chrome above that. Same technology, Chrome based refractors, shiny, cool, but classic looking. It's always like simpler on the eyes. It's I think mostly white background on the base stuff, and then color parallels off of that. So whereas Bowman Best gets a little artsy at times, I think Pristine keeps like a cleaner look. Still color parallels. We had someone pull an Otani numbered out of 75 or something, like blue.
Think so.
Color match Otani. They pulled a Paul O'Neill auto to 5 that looked really nice. I know that in stock now. I think we're putting it out for sale this week. It's like a James Wood orange refractor jersey auto from last year that looks really clean. Another release that we don't have as much information on. It's not that we don't care, but we don't care as much. AEW Flagship was also this week. And I believe Stadium Club UFC
Stadium Club UFC is this week.
It's Friday.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this, Stadium Club, if you're listening to this on release day of this podcast, Stadium Club UFC comes out today.
And if you're listening after the release day of this podcast, Stadium Club's already out.
Yeah, and I think that's the last release of the week. I think it was the Pristine, Galaxy, AEW, and I don't know. Actually, no, we had select Road to the World Cup mega boxes were this week as well. There may have been a couple other, like sometimes we don't list some of the Leaf stuff. We don't list some of the more oddball products that we bring in, and we because
we only get a couple boxes here and there.
Yeah, which I'm guessing there was probably some other like goofier type thing. Like we rarely talk about like when the Kakao products come in and like some of the other stuff. Not that we don't care. It's just like some of it. It's just not like as mainstream of a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the Kakao stuff is it comes out at a pretty high volume. I think there's a lot of it. We skip on some of it too, just because it's licensing that I don't know that necessarily there's a big enough market for it. Which I'm sure shops that are in a much more melting pot, like LA, New York, Miami, Chicago, they might do better with some of there's just more people.
Yeah.
So I think maybe even like a Vegas where
more people, more backgrounds.
Yeah, like Vegas where there's a lot of tourism, maybe they can stock everything. I don't know. I feel like we stick to like the mainstays for that kind of stuff. We're now about a month out from Pokemon 30th, or is it in
Roughly.
September?
It's
like mid-September.
It's mid to end September is when the first wave comes out. That'll be like ETBs, blister packs, and I think poster collections.
I did see for a wave of pre-orders go up on some of like the bigger box stores online. I told Nate, honestly, I was a little shocked at the ETB pre-order price because I thought it was going to be even worse. They were at like $175 on there, which we clearly know will be cheaper than them just based off of we're always cheaper. But I kind of expected some of these bigger boxes to come out to like $250 on pre-orders.
Just see what they can grab on that first wave.
I know they were pretty high on the ultra premiums. They were at $2,400 or $2,500 a case of 4, so that's $600, $650 a piece, somewhere around there. Honestly, though, if you look back at all these other ultra premiums, it's not that crazy.
Nope.
I mean, if you look back, what's the prismatic ultra premium at?
Well, the prismatic, I want to say like
400.
I want to say like 5 or 6,
and
but the 25th anniversary ones are like 1,500.
I think the last time we had one of those, it was I think we sold it for 1,300 or something, or was that the 151 one? The Mew was on the front. That one.
Pikachu's
on the cover of.
Pikachu's on the 25th.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't had one of those for a while, though.
But the 151 also has gone crazy.
I think the last one we had was sold for 1,300 or 1,400. So, we will obviously be hearing from everyone, even though we're not getting a lot of the 30th. We will hear people's complaints about the scalping in the online marketplaces and stuff. And it's like, okay, if you go to historical data. Even if you're paying $500 for one, you're collecting it, like as a sealed unit, you're going to end out good. Like it's going to be worth more than that.
Yeah.
If you are buying it just to rip it, it's probably not the best SKU anyway because
for the 30th, best SKU is probably going to be like booster bundles, ETBs, that kind of stuff,
or like poster collect. There's going to be all kinds of different little. I think I looked at one of our pre-orders through one of our distributors. I think there's like 14 or 15 SKUs they're doing for this.
But a lot of people are also going to be after the ultra premiums because of the promo cards that come.
And I just know that like from the collectible side, ultra premiums, if there's not a booster box, it's like ETBs and ultra premiums are the two that people are going to be wanting to buy to like stash.
Those in bundles.
Yeah, bundles. But some of these, like the EX boxes and the random little like collector packs, and
yes,
pin
they
collections,
appreciate in value, but before they do, those are usually the best value per pack.
Yeah, so like if you are just, in my opinion, as a non-expert, I would say I'm like half expert on Pokemon. I think that if you are just looking to rip packs, I would focus on some of the lesser collected sealed stuff. Like I said, I know that there's going to be the 2 or 3 pack sticker type things, and there's going to be the EX boxes that are just like a little bit more random. Those will probably be able to be targeted by you if you're just looking for pack quantity. I think if you're looking to get ultra premiums at a cheap price, it's I would guess I would not put your eggs in the basket of, hey, we're gonna find tons of these cheap. Because from the distributor side, those are also going to be the ones that they're going to be able to know that we want more, so we'll possibly be able to future bundle them or get people to pay market price to bring them in.
Yeah.
I doubt we will be offered some of the more random stuff at market price. I would not doubt we are not offered ETBs and ultra premiums at market price.
Oh, absolutely, and booster bundles. Because
we just bought in Destined Rivals ETBs, and they were 100% not at original cost. I kind of assumed that they were reprinting those because I saw in one of the Pokemon groups online that someone was selling like 500 cases of them, and I know that there's no way they have been holding those for 2 years.
No. And that they would sell now, whereas like 4 months ago they were double the price.
Yeah, I think Marty even said Marty sold his personal Destined Rival ETB for like $200 like 2 or 3 months ago. I think, what did we shelf these at, 125?
125.
Yeah, so we have Destined Rivals ETBs at 125 right now. I wish we had bought them for what they used to be, but at the same time, I'm just happy to have a thing on the shelf that we haven't had. No, I don't know the last time we had Destined Rivals.
And it's one of the best looking ETBs that they've made.
They're cool. Actually, no, that was a white lie. We did have Destined booster bundles last week from that big restock we did. Yeah. But this is the first time we've had Destined ETBs in a non-collection buy. Like, we've bought 1 or 2 here, like for like collections we bought, but the last time we had just bought sealed cases of Destined Rivals was a long time ago.
Yes.
Probably over a year ago, if I had to guess. I'd like to touch on what we talked about a little bit last week with people with patience on the 30th coming out. If you do see, like I said, we literally got, I would say, we restocked Prismatic as little as 2 weeks ago. That being said, the 30th is going to be, 5 times larger than Prismatic for a half set? They're going to make
probably
a shitload of it. I mean, Pokemon is the Pokemon Company is probably one of the smartest businesses out there. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They want to make... I'm going to say this word with knowing what it means.
Worcestershire.
No, they will gross billions with a B off of the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Hell, they've been selling Pop-Tarts in stores for months.
Yeah.
They've been selling... Me and Nate, when we were shopping for the National, they had Pirate's Booty.
They had Sour Patch Watermelon.
Yeah, like... They have... we bought the kids some of the stuff. Some of the stuff isn't even Pokemon other than the packaging. Some
like
of it.
The Sour Patch Watermelons, they didn't change the shape.
No.
Like the Hershey's Kisses, they put Pokemon on the wrappers.
Like the Pirate's Booty cheese popcorn is not Pikachu shaped. It's just the regular damn thing with Pikachu on the bag.
It is Pikachu shaped if you're drunk enough.
I mean, anything can be. If you were one of these freaks that go through the Cheetos bags and sells like the Charizard
the Charizard Cheeto.
Didn't that get for like $20,000? Golden sold it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
But like Chad said, we just wanted to be like a really bad doctor and just touch on patience. And just with this, it's going to be... The first wave is going to be rough.
We have told you we are going to do everything we can to sell what we can at our non-video of quotations affordable price. We have held very, I would say, true to that the last couple years, selling stuff I would say on average on release day, we'll be between 20 and 30% below market. When we're selling ETBs and stuff on release day at 65 or 70, typically market is $90. When we're selling booster boxes at 190, actually, no, what were we on Pitch Black? 179.99? We were like 180?
Something like that.
And I think market was 230 at the time, so we were easily 25% below market.
We were still above MSRP.
We were by $20.
Wah!
What's MSRP on the Ultra Premium? $120, $150?
Probably.
I can say we were cheaper than GameStop, I believe, on booster boxes on release day. I think they were at 200 and we were at 180. So if you are listening, you're not getting this stuff at MSRP. It's not going to happen. But we are going to see what we can do. And some of these things, we might only have like a couple to offer. For the 25th anniversary, I remember those Ultra Premiums, we didn't even get a full case. No. And
between our two distributors.
I think Black and White was... What's the last half set that came out? Ascended. And before that was Black and White, which was 10.5? Ascended was 2.5 for the new one. I think 10.5 may have been the last one. I think total from both of our distributors... Was Black and White... There was the two. There was the Zygarde and the Reshiram.
Reshiram and Zekrom.
Okay. So I think total, between everywhere we source Pokemon from, I think we had 20 of each ETB. It does not equal 40 of the 30th. It's not like... That's not how it works.
No.
Like, we're not going to necessarily... So even if we did get 40 ETBs, which I doubt we are, even if we did, it's not like... We're just like given these and we're going to be able to make everyone happy. There's going to be 500 people who want them locally that come to us. So me and Nate have a month to figure out what we're doing.
Should we go the Danny DeVito route and just stock up on eggs? And for everybody that's looking for something that we're sold out of, we can offer them an egg in their trying time.
Well, and like I've toyed, my brain works in very frustrating ways where I'm constantly running simulations of different ways of doing stuff. Obviously, some stores have gone with we sell everything at MSRP and they're sold out in 5 minutes, and then they never restock anything and their shelves are empty. There are the stores that run everything at market price. We're fair. If it's a dog product, we're selling it at market price. If it's a great product, it's at market price. But no matter what it is, you can expect you're coming in and everything's market price, even if we are losing money or making money. There is our theory, which we normally go with, which is a blend of both worlds based off of our restock pricing, how much we get in, all that kind of stuff. There's another avenue where some stores go one price if you cut the seal, one price if it stays sealed, which I get it. I don't know. No matter how you do this, there are going to be the people who are crying online and are leaving false reviews for stores.
People complain on the internet?
They love to complain, and I would say, I have some friends in the industry who... The one thing that people don't understand is, okay, let's say MSRP on the 30th ETB is what? $65? $70? Somewhere on there?
I think 70.
70. Let's say market on those truly is $170 or $175. Even if we went halfway in between those at $125, people are going to be upset. If we go at MSRP and limit and cut the seal, someone's pissed about that. If you go at full market, someone's pissed about that. So there is no way of winning, and people don't think of sometimes like, okay, let's say there is a store that does go full market price, and they just bash them, and it's like I will tell Nate after the pod who I'm talking about.
Never go full.
But they received a bunch of backlash because they sold, I think it was Ascended, at market price. This business has 30 employees. They pay for 401ks. They pay for health benefits. No.
Okay.
They give stuff back to, like, the thing that people don't see what we do. Just last week, we gave away a couple $100 in gift cards to a local sports organization.
People with football.
Yeah, like, we do these things all the time, and we don't post about shit. Like, If your kid comes in and you support our store and you ask us to donate to their dance team or their t-ball team or one of these different we do it all the time and we don't tell anyone about it. So I would say it's thousands of dollars a year we donate to the community. There are kids who are in the store and maybe we see a kid and they're trying to really balance their budget and they have $10 to spend and they can't find something. We slip them free stuff all the time. Nate has a little hoard of things where, like, if a young kid comes in and it's like their first time in the store, they're just getting in collecting, very discreetly, small gifts will be brought up to the register to put in their bag as they're leaving, like stickers and magnets,
free Pokemon stickers,
keychains. We had Pikachu rulers for a while, pencils,
bookmarkers.
We give kids free packs all the time. There was a sister in the store the other day with her brother.
A nun.
Yes, yes. There was a 60-year-old nun in the store. No, there was like a 5-year-old little girl was in with her brother. She was real bummed because the parents weren't letting her buy anything because, like, she's not a collector. She doesn't know what's going on. I have a 5-year-old. They don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Her mom begrudgingly let her pick a Squishmallow pack. I just gave it to her, so the mom didn't, because I already know how it was going to go. The mom was going to get upset later in the day because the 5-year-old was going to be crushing the cards in her hand or something. You'd be like, see, this is why I didn't want to buy you those cards. So I just gave them the pack of cards. We don't ask for, like, a pat on the back when we do this kind of stuff. It's just like we do it. But if we can't make money, we also can't do these types of things. So it's kind of hard to do this. Like,
it's a balancing act.
Nate has purposely overpaid on cards with little kids before because, like, you don't want to make them feel bad. Like, they have a card that is worth $12, and we just give them $12, even though the card is, like, not even in good condition, knowing that you don't want to discourage the kid and be like, kid, your card sucks. We can't even sell this.
Which I do also crush a lot of dreams.
You do, but that's more on the fraudulent side of the business.
No, not necessarily even that. I've been turning down a lot of deals lately just because of our back stock, and, like, I can see the life leave these kids' eyes.
I mean, and that's going to happen. Unfortunately, disappointment does have to happen at times. But what we are saying...
Welcome to America.
But what we want to try to get across is, like, just because a business is running a business and they make money does not mean they're terrible people. Like, it's not like... We use this analogy all the time. It's not like the end of the day, we lock the door... Everyone gets set, and we do, like, a dive into a pit of gold coins from stealing everyone's hard-earned dollars from them.
Yes.
Me and Nate have talked about it for a while. Like, for years, as a company, Sports Card Junction broke even or lost money on Pokemon for years. Buying booster boxes for $95 and $100 when market was $85.
Yeah.
And expected to sell them for $85 when MSRP was $144.86 or whatever it was at the time. So I know this has been very Pokemon heavy, but it seems like what's really sucks is, like, the main core group of the Pokemon community, these are not the people complaining. It's the people who are, in my opinion, trying to possibly gain off of it are more so the ones that do complain and throw out the MSRP thing and... Nate, what is that one word that's in the acronym MSRP? What is the one word I'm trying to think of?
Is it suggested?
It might be suggested, yes. So you got to remember, guys, like, not even every big box store sells stuff for the same price. Hell, Dick's Sporting Goods...
Q-Tip suggests that you don't use them for your ears.
No one has ever not used one in their ears. What I was saying is, like, on Chrome Update Basketball Release Day, people were complaining when we were at $9.95 a box. Dick's Sporting Goods was at $1,100. They were $100 more than us.
And they're a bunch of dicks.
So, like, there's no winning. There are plenty of local Pokemon stores. There are probably, in the Pittsburgh area, 30 or 40 stores that sell Pokemon. We are very happy you come to us. Anyone who is a consistent customer of us knows that we are good. Like, we are not like some scummy people. You rip your packs in the store, we're giving you free soft sleeves, free top loaders. We're giving you free advice on grading your cards. Hell, some of you are helping you grade your cards. It is not as like black and white as just because you bought something for X means you should sell it to me for X. And hell, like I said, half of these people who come in on release days,
they just want to flip it.
Or it's an they're not ever opening the product. They're keeping it sealed, and then at a later date they're selling it. I wouldn't consider that flipping. If you buy something and you sell it a year later, that I don't know that defines as flipping to me. For me, flipping is I'm buying it with the intention on selling it as soon as possible. And heck, I have seen some of these MSRP people who complain, and they're like, you need to sell it for this. I have seen pictures of them at the local Walmarts and Targets buying product that I know for a fact they are still selling sealed. So they are flippers as well. I did laugh, though, when we were told that we were Facebook scalpers because we sold stuff closer to market price. And at the time, we were selling something for, it
was for 40. We were selling something for $45. Market was 60 to 65.
Yes, so we were
MSRP on the product, I think, was either $14.99 or $17.99.
Yeah, so we were halfway between. And guess what? That product we sold
a little more than halfway, but
we sold out of it in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something. Like it's first off, we didn't have a lot of it. We, like I said, we've talked about this before, where there are a lot of games to be played to acquire product.
Like Parcheesi.
Like I bring this one up to people all the time. Market price on Destin Rivals booster boxes was $500. We paid $618 a box to bring it in. We still have not sold those because market price had never caught up to it. We bought them knowing it would help us get more of other stuff. So in turn, we were basically, it's like pay to play. Like we were paying money to get more of X. So this product that MSRP was $17.99 and we were selling for $45 or whatever it was. If we take our losses from the other thing and add it into that, we might have been paying $35. We might have made $10. I don't know. There's no like formula that we can know like X amount of things spent guarantees us X and we make X. It's not a thing. Heck, we have tons of Japanese Pokemon that we buy for pretty much market price. We have to sell it for a little bit above market because we can't physically source it. These are all the little things that if someone thinks that they can do it better, they are more than welcome
to try
to get a retail space and get business licenses and get everything, get their EIN numbers and get distribution and get told, hey, we have no product for you, but we can sell you this at market for, whatever. It is not what people think it is. Unless the Pokemon company goes direct to stores, sells them product, and says, hey, we're selling this to you for X, you need to sell it to your clientele for Y, and guarantees you X amount of quantity, there's no way it can work. Like, as long as there's middlemen, there's someone who's going to be making money. But, like, I don't know.
That's what businesses do.
Ones that like to stay open and also pay their employees and possibly, at the end of the day, they also maybe make a little bit of money. That does have to happen.
You disgust me.
I know, and it's tough, but, like, the thing that makes me laugh sometimes, though, is no one has problems, Roy. No, I'm not going to say no one. The majority of people understand paying market on singles. Like,
not at the National.
No, they all want to pay under. But I'm saying the average collector, this card's worth $101, you're at $100. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't even price hardly any sealed at market. So, like, if the market's $150 and we charge, let's say, $150, it's a huge problem.
Yes.
But if you sell a market price single at $150 when it's worth $150, no, okay, thank you for being so fair.
Yes.
Because you're not over market on it. So I don't know the psyche of the average. I'm not even going to say the average because I don't think it's the average Pokemon collector. I think it's like the. It's just like we try not to talk about this, but like in politics, where it's like the loudest people are typically the minority. So it's like I think that thing happens with the MSRP people. I think they are the minority. They're just real loud and real aggressive and very vindictive. Like I said, we have another shop that we're friends with. They had to stop posting their prices because every time they post a price, someone attacks them who is not even remotely a customer. It will be like, someone 5 states over is complaining about their pricing. Meanwhile, they're not even in like their local ecosystem of collectors.
Think about the kids who I just ripped this ETB box out of their arms.
I did see there is still word on that. I don't know if any of you do try to get stuff at like Target and Walmart. I did hear some more rumors that locally in Pittsburgh it seems like there is still a little bit of like a cabal that works directly with some of the restockers. And I've told people this for years. Understand, some of these restockers are not there to get you product. They are there to help themselves too, because they're working with people who get in line maybe. I did see online, which I don't know if you've looked into this more.
I don't go online.
Oh, okay. That Target is moving all of their trading card stuff to like the back of the store with like a new setup, and I'm like, that's even less being like, you're going to monitor it less.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also just less accessible.
I think they're doing it because so many people line up close to the front of the store and it like blocks it out. But I don't know, it doesn't make sense. I feel like this product is in like a different part of the store in every store.
Yeah.
But if
you mean they're not lining up for the newest flavor of Good and Gather sparkling water?
if you would.
I absolutely would.
But like, if you do want it to be monitored, wouldn't you think that it should be as close to guest services as possible, or just put everything behind? Like Barnes and Noble has a good play. Every single thing's behind the counter. You have to ask. It's 1 per person or 2 per person.
Put it on the roof with a fiddler.
Or I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I wouldn't tell anyone how to run their business, but it clearly doesn't get run the right way, being that most people still don't get product there. I don't know.
This is also small change to them.
What? Yeah, I mean, it's like what? I think someone did the numbers, and the trading card space was like 0.5% of Walmart's business. So then I don't know. Maybe you just don't sell it at all. I don't know what the if like big box stores didn't sell Pokemon and the Pokemon company would work directly with actual like TCG stores, like I think,
which would be a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, they would have to sell to 1,500 accounts versus
more than that.
Yeah, probably, because you got almost 1,000 sports card stores, which most probably do Pokemon, and then
you're probably looking at
10K
new accounts.
Yeah, it would be tough. They have the money to do it though. They don't have the want, probably. It's too easy for them. Like, I would say almost all the Pokemon product goes to like 10 places. Because the one, didn't Pokemon buy, like, there's MJ Holdings and there was Excel.
Yeah.
They bought one. Excel?
I think Excel. They also bought an entire print facility in the U.S.
So, like, you don't know. I mean, obviously, we don't know if that is just to print more cards or if that is just so they can have, I don't know, better distribution or something. But I don't know.
We're going to start our own distribution company that stocks Targets and Walmarts, but we're going to call it Word. Or should we go with PowerPoint?
SCJ Holdings. Nate's Holdings. But this long ramble is just basically me. Just so everyone knows, me and Nate get actual anxiety the night before a Pokemon release. Not because we're not excited for the release. We are. We're excited. We hope to see everyone in the store who we have a good rapport with.
Yeah,
and
I always put Pokemon movies or TV shows on that day. It's a fun atmosphere, mostly.
We just get the anxiety from knowing that there's a certain percentage of people who are going to either be mean to us, to our face, which is almost none, or they're going to wait until they're no longer in front of us and then talk shit, which we don't get it that often. I would say the people who truly do complain don't come in the store. They either hear through the grapevine what a price is or something, or we post it and immediately regret posting it.
Again, all of this would be fixed. There is a retail purge day once a year where people that work retail get to say whatever they want back to customers.
Do we get to slap them?
Sure.
Okay, so it's not just verbal. Okay. All right. Well, that wouldn't go good.
Oh, it would go great for me.
Our hands would hurt. we'd be at.
No, I would do some verbal assaults. Make it last.
Yeah, I mean it's like I said. I think that the emotions run high. Like I said, we see it in the sports card side too. It's just it's way less prominent. Also, there's not typically like a public thing because like most of these companies also sell their stuff at market price too. Like Panini sells their product at market price on their own website. So I think a lot of the releases last year we were cheaper than Panini on release day. Topps is a little tougher, but also they sell out quick. So it's in there. Topps has been very vocal about understanding market conditions and stuff, and everyone runs their own businesses, which we sell every Topps blaster for the immediate release, and I think it's probably till we sell out now on like all future releases. They're going to be at full MSRP. Like Topps Scrum Update Basketball, we're at $45. That was the exact same price as Topps, exact same price as Dick's, Walmart, Target, everything. You're going to continue to see that. But it is facilitated in a way where it's possible. It is not possible on the Pokemon side. Like I said, it's different distribution models. Topps produces their own cards, distributes their own cards, and deals directly with the seller. Pokemon makes product, doesn't distribute their own product, and there is no direct dealing with the shop.
Yes.
So it's impossible to guarantee that the middlemen in between there are not going to be shady. Which that's part of the reason why Topps cut out the middlemen.
Or middle women. They can be shady too.
It's Topps cut out the fat in the middle so that they can't decide what happens with the product. It goes from Topps to store. That's end of discussion. They are able to control it better. It is like it or hate it, it is a better model for being able to control. Okay, someone is being shitty with your product. You can address it. You know where it's going. Whenever it was like, okay, we're sending 1,000 cases to X company, that company then gets to decide who gets that, if they even sell it all. A lot of the time, what the suspicion was, they were holding half of it back. And then on release day, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we only give you 2 boxes. You want 20 more at full market price? And that happens on Pokemon. Like I said, there's sometimes a little bit hiding of how they're charging you. But it is the same model internally for them financially.
Yes. Big Pika.
No, I wish Big Pika was involved because Big Chonkachu would be able to monitor it better.
I mean, Big Pika is trying to get involved a little bit because I think some of the official Pokemon centers in Japan are the stores cutting off the seals.
Correct.
But they can't really enforce that because a third-party company is doing it in the U.S., which is why, like, there was a rumor going around saying, like, oh, Target's starting to cut their seals.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
is
then
that real?
There was another alleged release that said, absolutely under no circumstances are any Target employees supposed to cut these seals. This is not our property. It is the property of the holdings company.
Correct. That's always the thing people don't get to, like,
it's a company within a company.
Yeah, like it's I'm guessing how it works is Target pays for stuff once it scans through and is sold, and then there's probably some sort of like a buffer period if stuff is returned, which I think trading cards are non-returnable now because people will buy them and
reseal them
or other variety of stuff. Say they're damaged and they'll just physically damage the cards and act like they were and they weren't.
Put G.I. Joe cards in.
I gotta be honest. I would say that it probably comes up on some type of board meetings within the big box stores pretty regularly, and they're probably like so over it.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we don't make enough money off this because even the average Target, it's not like they're getting
these fucking dorks again.
What does the average Target get? ETBs, a couple cases, like on restocks.
Probably.
Like, it's not like pallets. It's like 20 boxes, 30 boxes. So like. They're like, well, guys, we're getting like $4,000 in sales off this. Like, do we even want to deal with this anymore? We're paying 3 employees to work this section. We're getting all these returns. We're getting all these demands from crazy Pokemon people via phone call and letters and social media posts. Like,
they're shitting in the rice cookers when they find everything sold out. It's
seems like a personal acknowledgement there.
No, I would never. because I know I do not like unpleasant smells, and I know you're never getting that out of the rice cooker.
I would hope no one would use that again.
You never know.
But
poor people.
Sorry for the ranting. Like I said, we truly love this space. I love collectors. It's just like whenever stuff like this happens where it's so frustrating when we have to deal with stuff that shouldn't be. We have busy enough days already. There's enough stresses already in the day. I don't want to have to worry about
like
people
Fleas.
being mad. Yeah, like people being mad at us over being able to source a product at a certain price. Like I said, typically when they have ulterior motives involved.
Yeah, and those people usually don't stick around long term.
I don't know.
Like, it's not something that we have to deal with this issue over and over again, but it's never from the same people.
No, it's because typically when someone realizes we're not going to sell them 100 units at cost, they typically don't come back. But what I do know is that our consistent base is there for pretty much every release, and they don't complain.
I just got a notification from the Target app. Pre-order 2025 Signature Class Football Mega Boxes now. Limit 2 per person.
Weren't those out like 2 months ago?
I think that was just Blasters and Hobby.
We have megas in stock right now.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah, they must be getting a hashtag restock. I thought I was going to say, hey, too many cooks in this kitchen. Stop talking about Target.
We heard you.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
So if you are one of the good ones that is respectful and nice and kind and loves collecting and coming by the Junction, we appreciate you. If you're one of the other people, you're not listening anyway, probably.
Yeah.